at all his fashionable glasses. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to NNN Talk Show. I am Dr. Nik Nikam, and this program is being live video streamed to YouTube and also Google Plus. Talking about YouTube, we would like you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And our YouTube channel, we have more than 800 videos accenting our experience here in the Houston area. And also, we would like you to visit our Facebook page, which is Nik Nikam Network, where we keep you abreast of what's happening in and around the Houston area. And today we're going to be talking about meditation. And my special guests are Dr. Radheshyam. Welcome to NNN Talk Show.
Thanks for having us.
You can come to the front.
Okay.
And Kalpesh who is the other gentleman. Gentlemen, welcome to NNN Talk Show. And just give a little bit about your introduction, and then we'll talk about your projects and all this.
Sure. First of all, we'd like to thank you for having us on your show.
Sure.
I think it's great that you're a cardiologist and we get to talk about heartfulness meditation on your show. My name is Radheshyam. I'm a local ER physician, and I've been practicing this meditation for some time. It's been a lot of benefit, and I'd like to share it with the community.
That's wonderful.
This is my friend Kalpesh.
I'm Kalpesh Mathuria. Thank you, Dr. Nigam.
Sure, you're welcome.
And I've been practicing this for the last 31 years in Houston. It's been a long ride. It's been a great ride, and we are very thankful that you're giving us the chance to talk about it.
Wonderful, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, again, you are listening to NNN Talk Show. This is being live video streamed to YouTube, and please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got 992 subscribers. We need 8 more subscribers to make it to 1,000. Actually, we have more than 800 videos on YouTube accenting our Indian experience in the Houston area. Give us a little bit about background as to the mission that you're connected with.
Okay, so first of all, what we practice is called a heartfulness meditation.
Yeah.
And we'll talk a little bit
Yeah.
about the background. So it started in 1945. It's the mission is called Sri Ramchandra Mission.
Yeah.
It was formed to spread the message about Sahaj Marg, which is the natural path, natural path of spirituality and meditation. Do you want to say something more about Sahaj?
Sure. It's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And we have, globally, there are almost 300,000 people practicing in 122 countries. We've been growing all this time by just word of mouth. There are no fees charged to do the practice, and we aim, to get better and better as we keep doing more of the practice.
That's fascinating. Let's talk about, in general terms, what is meditation and why does everyone need meditation? Then we'll get into your particular style of meditation and see what the differences are.
So, one reason to meditate is to regulate your mind. So if you think about an average day, an average person, studies show that people have about 50 to 70,000 thoughts in a day.
Yeah.
Now, if you think about the thoughts that you have in any given day, and if you think about the repetitive pattern of them and analyze them, you'll notice that most of those thoughts are not thoughts that you're willfully thinking. They're kind of random, repetitive, maybe even purposeless thoughts that just come and occupy your mind space.
And even they may be counterproductive to what we are
Exactly.
actually doing in
Exactly.
our
Exactly.
accomplished in a daily life.
Right. So if you set a goal for yourself, your mind may be saying, oh, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this. We become what we think. If you think positive thoughts, if you think positive things, then that influences the destiny of our life. So one big reason is that if you are able to if you're able to regulate your mind and kind of train it and mold it so you have more control about what thoughts your mind puts out.
I see.
And as you're able to do that, then you're able to kind of create the destiny that you want. You're able to, mold your life and your destiny. So this regulation of your mind kind of leads to a bigger picture. Now, as a cardiologist, and from your books that you wrote, I know you must know a lot about meditation for stress reduction, anxiety relief.
Right. Since you brought up the word stress reduction, I just published a book which is called The Stress-Free Lifestyle,
Sure.
which is on Amazon.com. Of course, I have a chapter on meditation, and as you said, I think the main purpose of meditation is to control this runaway mind,
Right.
especially in periods of stress or anxiety, where we are thinking 99% of the time negative things,
Right.
which really never materialize.
Right.
And I guess the meditation helps us to control all
Right.
those negative thoughts and maybe channel that energy into which is more productive in doing something which would be useful to the situation that we are facing. Kalpesh, you have any other thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, on the same lines, it's a positive training for our minds and our hearts. We use our hearts to make our minds more positive.
Yeah.
And what it does is it gives us this holistic approach where we know where we're taking our minds instead of the mind taking us somewhere. That's the bottom line.
Absolutely important.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching a NNN Media talk show. I am Dr. Nik Nikam, and we are talking about meditation and its usefulness. And my special guests are Dr. Radheshyam and Kalpesh Mathuria. Okay, let's talk about how much training is needed to learn meditation.
So, a lot of times people come and, to our meditation and, let me take a step back.
Yeah.
On January 1, so many people get gym memberships.
I know. New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
I mean
And then by January 15th, they forgot that they paid those big fines, big dues. What happens is that, people go to the gym one time and expect to be in shape, It's not like that. Meditation also is not like that. If you can't, go to the gym once, walk out with six-pack abs and a killer body, right? So you can't meditate once and then have this, experience of bliss and blue light and, this divinity and all that. So it's just like everything else in life. You get what you put into it. If you go to the gym regularly, then you get benefits from that. If you start eating healthy, you get benefits from that. If you meditate regularly, you get benefits from that. So it's not a 1 day, 2 day process, but definitely within weeks and months, you'll see a significant change in your life.
Kalpesh, maybe you can explain to us as how do we channel this mind which is going like scattered brain with all these thousands of negative thoughts much faster than any movie can produce.
Sure.
How do you bring it under control from a scientific point of view?
Well, from a scientific point of view, we have seen, just today I read something on CNN that said meditation helps asthma patients.
Yeah.
Dramatically, they scientifically proved it.
Yeah.
So what we are trying to do is when we do meditation, we simply we find a comfortable posture, we close our eyes, and we try to put our attention on the heart.
I see.
And that's pretty much it. Now the key word here is we try to put our attention on the heart. When the mind wanders, we don't try to force it.
Yeah.
We're not trying to control anything. We're just trying to gently bring it back to the heart. And when that attention comes to the heart, that, the heart is the sort of seat of how we know people, bad-hearted, good-hearted, cold-hearted, stone-hearted. So using
I've seen all of them, being a cardiologist.
Absolutely. On par with exactly what you're talking about, right?
Sure.
So we see all these people, all that is known by the heart. So when we are able to bring the heart, purify the heart with the meditation, we are automatically able to use, that scatterbrain mind which is all over the place. We're able to channel it to where we want.
I see.
We're able to bring that thought on the heart.
And how long is that going to take how many sessions or or how many minutes for each session we are talking about?
It can vary. I mean, it's usually about half an hour, 30
Yeah.
minutes. It's not a lot. What we try to do is we try to start, gradually with 20 minutes, go
Yeah.
up to 30 minutes. We try to better ourselves. It's again alluding to what we were talking about earlier. I am the experiment. I am the experimenter.
I see.
And I'm the result of that experiment.
That's true.
So the onus of how much I want to get better with in meditation is up to me. It's not up to anybody else.
That's true, but everybody needs guidance, because you can't just like
Sure,
you said,
sure.
you
And
can't watch a YouTube and say, okay, here
Yeah.
I'm
Absolutely.
an expert on meditation, and
Right.
And-
what are the things that you're going to teach them in a meditation
so
session? Yeah.
we have a robust ecosystem
Yeah.
for this meditation practice. So one thing, it's offered, free of charge. We have trainers throughout the world. We have, almost a dozen trainers in the Houston area, and we found a great benefit from this practice, and we offer our services and our time and our resources for this. So we have lots of ways that we can show people. We have individual meditation sessions where people come to our house, and we meditate with them and give them guidance. We offer it in libraries.
I see.
We have a program at Discovery Green on Mondays at 11 o'clock. We have our meditation at Discovery Green. We had it at JP Morgan recently. So we're in corporations, we're in libraries, we're in government offices, but on a grassroots level, we're at the individual homes, and we invite people to our house to meditate.
Right. Also at India House. On
Okay.
Saturdays.
Let's give out the name, the official name of your project or the program, and some contact information. Then we'll dig deeper into this meditation.
Excellent, excellent. So
I mean, by contact information, I mean, if you go to heartfulness.org, that's sort of the website where we started from.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the link we were, sending you earlier.
Yeah.
And from there on, like Radheshyam said, we have about 7 prefects throughout Houston, in different parts of Houston, from north, south, east, west, and we can get you going with heartfulness if and when you choose to do the practice.
I see.
sure.
Okay. This heartfulness.org, what are the information people would be able to find on this site?
So the Heartfulness website just has some basic information, but if you want to know where our next program is, you can contact us through Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, where we post like upcoming events that we have. So that's Heartfulness Houston.
I see.
So we have accounts just for our Houston center here.
So usually people reach out to the website, or they reach out to somebody they know, because it's like I said earlier, this is all word of mouth so far, right? So when they reach out, to people, and that's how we get connected and we get them going.
Fascinating. Ladies and gentlemen, we are watching a Triple N talk show. I am Dr. Nik Nikam, and we are talking about heartfulness meditation, and my special guests are Dr. Radheshyam and Kalpesh Mathuria. Okay, let's talk about, if somebody wants to come to your place and they register, what can they expect when they come there?
So first we talk about what interests them in meditation, some of the benefits of meditation, and then we sit in meditation. We have a relaxation process that we do to get them settled down and able to meditate. The relaxation is about 5 minutes, and then we meditate. I think like Kalpesh had mentioned, so in our meditation there's no mantras, there's no asanas. You can sit in a comfortable posture, sit with your eyes closed, sit in a posture that you can maintain for the duration of the meditation. And then, so there's no talking after the meditation starts. And then the meditation lasts, initially maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So what is unique about this meditation is transmission, which the Sanskrit word is pranahuti. I'll let Kalpesh talk a little bit more about that.
Sure. There's lots of meditations that are out there, right?
That's right,
So
yes.
what sets heartfulness apart is the transmission or the pranahuti, where we have the concept of a guide who's guiding us, but since the guide is not physically available across the globe, what they do is they have local guides,
So
prefects or trainers. Like Radheshyam is a trainer, I'm a trainer. So we get people going with that. As people progress more within meditation, we get them going with the sittings where we are sort of connecting them to the guide.
Do you have any written instructions as to if I come there for the first day for the training? Do you have any written instructions or guidance?
So
Absolutely.
we have all of that on Heartfulness. So the basic thing, again, there's no mantras or asanas. We just close our eyes, have a supposition that there's a divine light or the source of divine light is in our heart. We rest our mind and our attention on our heart. When other thoughts come, we gently ignore them and redirect our attention to our heart. First time you sit, you'll get flooded with lots and lots of thoughts. And it'll be difficult. You may have difficulty just sitting for 30 minutes. Then after the physical discomfort of, sitting 30 minutes leaves you with some practice, then you may have difficulty just being in your mind space for 30 minutes. But with some practice, with some regularity, with some sincerity, you'll be able to focus and stay focused and get absorbed in your heart, in the source of divine light in your heart. So what you're asking, what happens? Is there talking? Is there guidance? So the guidance really is this transmission, which is the pranahuti. Pranahuti translates to divine energy. The prana is life force.
Prana means life.
Ahuti is offering. So we have a guide who has the capacity for this pranahuti. And we, as meditation trainers, we become conduits for that pranahuti. So it is just a heart-to-heart transmission that occurs. There's no talking, there's no verbal things that happen. But, and maybe in the first meditation you may not feel this. But, after a few weeks of sincere practice, many practitioners feel a significant change, feel a significant positive change in their life, and feel a significant change in their meditation where they feel like they're able to get absorbed in meditation. Now, about this, so sound can be transmitted, energy can be transmitted, so spirituality can also be transmitted. It is hard to understand this. It is, but you can't understand the taste of honey or the taste of a strawberry just from reading about it. You have to eat a strawberry. You have to taste some honey. So just like this, you taste it. We offer it. If anyone's interested, we're more than happy to, let you share the practice.
You're more than welcome.
Yeah.
What we do, there's a very beautiful couplet in that Heartfulness doc that we had sent you.
I see.
Where the Buddha is asked, what did you get from meditation?
Yeah.
And he says, it's not what I got, but I can tell you I lost my anger, my greed, my temptation. All these negative things were all gone.
I see.
So this is a sort of a positive experience to keeping what you should be keeping and becoming more and more normal.
Yeah, that is true. I think there are lots of benefits from meditation. And of course, Herbert Benson is one of the pioneers in doing a scientific study of meditation, monitoring pulse rate, blood pressure, respiration, perspiration, and all these things. And they very clearly showed that with meditation we can bring down the heart rate, bring down the blood pressure, sweating, all these different physiological things. Of course, there's much more mental and spiritual benefits of meditation.
Those things can come. It's up to us how much we want it. But as a cardiologist, with all the people that come to you, if you just make them sit down with their eyes closed, you can see the difference.
That's
right there.
So these things are really just side effects of meditation also, So your personal goal may be, stress reduction. The ultimate goals of meditation can be much, much deeper. But for everyone, that tries it sincerely, will feel these as side effects. I think that they're really side effects, positive side effects. Stress reduction, anxiety reduction, better sleep, lower blood pressure, are like positive side effects. But there's a deeper thing that happens in meditation, a deeper connection to our inner, being, our deeper essence. And when that happens, then I think meditation and this journey becomes very magical to people.
That's interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching a Triple N talk show. This is being live video streamed to YouTube and also Google Plus. And please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Nik Nikam, and there we have more than 800 videos accenting our experience in all spheres of life, including spirituality, meditation, politics, religion, and whatever you can think of. And we would also like you to visit our Facebook page, which is Nik Nikam Network, where we keep you abreast of what's happening in and around the Houston area and from around the globe. Today we are talking about meditation and how it can benefit you in many aspects, from physical, physiological, spiritual, and in many different aspects.
Physical, mental, spiritual.
That's right. Yeah, the three legs of survival.
Exactly.
All right. Again, let's give out your contact information if someone wants to get in touch with you. And we are talking about heartfulness meditation. Okay.
Right. I'm Kalpesh Mathuria. I'm in Sugarland, and I can be reached anytime. You can email me, first name dot last name kalpesh.mathuria@gmail.com or kalpesh.mathuria.srcm.org.
Right. Okay. We talk. Do you play any music or anything like that in your sessions?
We do not play any music. We have a relaxation that we do, where we guide the meditator through a relaxation, and then when it's time for meditation, we'll say start meditation. Then when it's over, we'll say that's all. In that may be 30 to 40 minutes. Sometimes it's an hour.
Yeah.
So in that, what a new person can expect to experience is that they'll come, sit down. We'll try to make them as comfortable as possible. We'll give them an opportunity to ask questions. We'll answer any questions that they have, and then we'll guide them through a relaxation, and then we'll start the meditation. During the meditation, again, there's no music or awesome, so you can just sit comfortably. You don't have to repeat any mantra. You don't have to focus on your breath. You just sit comfortably and try to stay focused on the source of divine light in your heart.
With the practice of meditation, is it possible for people to maybe meditate for lesser time and still have that control over their mind, because everything else gets better with practice?
That's true. So everyone's journey is unique and individual to themselves. It depends on the person, whatever works for one person. What we recommend is that you try the meditation for 30 minutes and gradually increase it to an hour. The meditation is really about wellness. You're not doing it for anyone else. You're doing it for yourself, So.
Yeah, one of the things Radheshyam talked about before, which is very, relevant and vital, is, the initial benefit for meditation is just wellness, but there is a step change within us. And that step change, when that occurs, what was I before I started meditation? What am I after I did the meditation? When I'm able to appreciate that, that's when it becomes sort of a spiritual practice.
I see. Yeah, I think more than the physical benefits, I think the spiritual and mental effects of meditation are much more profound from what I can
Right. I mean,
gather.
on the physical level, we are sort of limited by
Yeah.
what we are.
Right.
We have certain limitations. Mentally, also, I mean, I can be completely handicapped and have, I can be the best scientist in the world,
Yeah.
right? But spiritually, you can be literally the universe within is what we kind of tap into. And
Yeah.
this, when we are able to tap into that, it sort of becomes an awesome journey.
What about some of these executives who say, well, I'm on the run and I'm traveling all the time and I don't
Right.
have 30 minutes, 40 minutes and all these things.
We say,
What answers do we have for them?
we say go to your cardiologist and then have him send them to us for meditation.
So this is a common thing that we run into, that people feel like they don't have time, and
Yeah.
it's for you. You do it for yourself. You're not doing it for anyone else.
I mean, if
You
somebody
have
is
to be-
traveling all the time, you have the best scenario. You're sitting in the plane, you're not doing anything. You can
Right.
do 2
Make
hour
use
meditation.
of that time.
Yeah.
Make use of that time.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And like if you're traveling in a bus or something, you don't need to be focusing on this iPad and or
Right.
doing text
Help
messaging
yourself.
for 2 hours.
Right.
Right.
So
Help yourself.
There are lots of opportunities. If you look at the activities that you do in a day,
Yeah.
the amount of TV that you watch, the amount of internet that you surf, lots of other activities that may not be as productive as you think they are.
Yes, yeah.
Even the time that you're spending, that you think you're spending at work, may just be ruminating over, oh, I can't get this done. This is difficult. But maybe if you just take a pause, meditate, and then develop the right attitudes, you'll find that everything becomes a lot more efficient.
Do you have any studies or any observations as to how it has transformed people's lives
Right.
after they have been on the program for, like, say, 6 months or a year?
So, we have people from all walks of life.
Yeah.
We have executives, we have CEOs, we have farmers, we have teachers, we have dancers, we have musicians.
Yeah.
We have people that work in the government, we have people that work in all sectors of society. Everyone sticks with it because they find a benefit. They find a benefit.
So you're looking at 2 examples of transformation
Yes.
that are right here in front of you that have been transformed because of this practice.
Right.
So in order to be a teacher or a guru, who can help other people practice the same kind of meditation, what extra training do you need to go through?
So it's really we have one guide or one guru, and so we're really just the trainers, and he had imparted as the training
I see.
to offer this. I'll tell you my personal story. When I was young, I was looking for something.
Yeah.
Okay, I've told the story before, but I get to share it with Kalpesh next to me. So I was young. I was in college. I was looking for something. This is I'm going to date myself. This is before the internet, before Google, before all these things. So I was really searching. I had read a lot of books, but I wanted something practical. I was poor at the time, so I called up like Transcendental Meditation, and they wanted like a $3,000 deposit, and I was like, oh, no way. I went to the local yoga studio, and it was like $100 a month. That was going to be too much for me. So, but I had this big craving in my heart for something, and just by happenstance, somebody said, "Hey, there's this thing that's free," and they gave me Kalpesh's number. He was the first trainer in Houston at the time. This was like in 1990. I'll tell you, I had a very funny experience because I went to his place. I was thinking like meditation, it was going to be like a Buddhist temple or something ornate like that. I went to his place. It was a small 1-bedroom studio apartment, sparsely furnished. I remember thinking he had like a leather jacket, and I was like, what kind of spirituality is, I was thinking, is he going to teach me? And I was like, oh, this is, yeah. And I was like, and I thought, no wonder this is free.
Yeah.
But we did the meditation, and I can say, like, I met him 3 days in a row, and after the third meditation, he asked me what I felt, and I felt something so powerful, so deep, and I could tell that it was not my imagination, it was not of my body, it was something from some other, thing that I couldn't quantify. I couldn't even express it in words. And so I said, well, there's something here. So that's why I continued. Now, to talk about, like, now he's got a big house in Sugar Land. He's got a kid that's a valedictorian going to UT honors. You know what I mean? So it's really, really impressive.
So when the people come for, like training classes, how often do they come?
So we have weekly meditation sessions, throughout Houston.
But they can continue on their own every day.
So there's a daily practice of meditation, and then there's a weekly group meditation. Yeah, but so that's just a supplement. But we have a daily practice that we recommend.
Oh, I see. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching a NNN talk show. We are talking about meditation and its benefits. My special guests are Dr. Radheshyam and Kalpesh Mathuria. Okay, let's talk about how long does it take them so that they don't have to be coming to these classes?
So I mean, once you get into it, people want to come to because people can exercise at home, but they prefer to exercise in a yoga group or whatnot. People want to come, one for the community, but also for the exchange that we talked about, the transmission. Once people start feeling that, they want to come, they want to participate. And then we offer, continuing individual meditation sessions and group meditation sessions. And, people come weekly. We have many members throughout Houston that come weekly for our meditations.
How is heartfulness meditation different from other types of meditations?
We go back to that concept of transmission.
I see.
That differs it, because with the transmission, what the guide is doing is they're putting their subtle self. We have different layers, right? The physical self, the subtle self, the sukshma sharir, whatever they call it in Sanskrit. So that helps us do our meditation better, so to speak. And for that reason, we keep having these quote-unquote meditation sessions. And it's not necessary to be coming to anybody to do it. You can do it on your own, at your own pace. Do it the way, like how it helps you, in what respect.
I see,
depending on how much you want out of it.
Right.
Okay, let's give out your contact information again. And this has been a fascinating enlightenment in the field of meditation, and hopefully those who are interested may get in touch with you.
Sure. So our website is Heartfulness, heartfulness.org. You can fill in your information there, and someone will contact you and talk about your interests. So.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure
talking
to you about meditation, which is a favorite topic of mine. And ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching a NNN talk show. I'm Dr. Nik Nikam, and my special guests have been Dr. Radheshyam and Kalpesh Mathuria. And we'll be back next time with another topic. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.